War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax? Relax a second. Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are... I hope you don't mind. Well, if you're heading back... They call it a Pip-Boy. Ain't much use to... And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you. I think she was about your size. Don't mention... You should talk... I reckon some of the... Anyway, you... But...
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out... Can't say that I'm familiar with them. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor. Happy trails!
Howdy. The one in the fancy suits. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here. Nah. Means I poke through. Way I see it, Sal. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the... Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. Towns like Goodsprings and... They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover. The Legion's got its strength back, and is getting ready for another round. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. Nope. Had a pretty... The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's... Meat and hide, mostly. Can find... The machine? Harmless, no matter what. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned...
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what. Suit yourself. Hope this helped you. I'm heading back now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She'd be cross with me if I...
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into... About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. We figured he was just in shock. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up... You mean murder him? That's not... Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the... Of course, one of the great cons did knock my rib. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I... That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their... He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. I know that thing as much as anyone else around. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but... It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that... It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner... Sure, the outside looks okay, but there'd be caps in it. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just... There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of... The Legion are a bunch of savages that... Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on. Be careful out... Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering. You're welcome. So can I get you anything? Be careful.
That's close enough. Sorry about the gun. We got off to a bad start. Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hi there. Sticking around good... Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be... If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town, I know Easy Pete's got us... Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with it. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. I hunt geckos mostly. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions. Sure. Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it, since it has the giant old road. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters. The new California Republic. They can be right push. Not that I got a choice. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. If you want to know it, I'll be waiting.
Hey, so you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang? I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little... Be careful out.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gang. You made your point. I can provide people with... And, I'll be guarding the store while... If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should... Don't mistake that for coward talk. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city. The great cons normally stay in their own territory. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my cap. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. They're tough sons of bitches. The great cons deal in illegal chems. There's a good... I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. Take it easy now.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need... Seems like wherever I go, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce. This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. It's a quiet town, and that's how... That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't... He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll... I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town. Your best bet would probably be... You take care now.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Yup. Bad trouble. Welcome. Yup.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. All right, I'm ready.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6. I'll be set up near...
owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds. I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money. I owe you more than that, though, so look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp up in...
Hey,
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in... It's your ass.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster. Johnson Nash is my name. I'm a trader primarily. Well, I don't... I'll tell you whatever I can. Oh, so you're talking about... That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little... Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5. First deadbeat we hired. I said, sure as like a rain. No, no idea. So, hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Well, now that you mention it, he said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them. Well, for that, your best bet, since they came to town, he may have heard where... Don't go getting yourself shot.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue? Why, yes, I'm in a bit of a predicament. My good lady, I believe I may have some information. If you would just untie me. Oh, that's just... Oh, that's so... Well, that was quite an adventure. Breaking myself out of a hot... Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What do... Ah, yes. My memory is much... I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the... They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact.
You shouldn't have crossed the powder gangers. Now you're going to pay.
You like that?
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just... Are you kidding me? What lottery? Only Powder ganger, but not no more. Bye.
Had enough?
They hardly even know.
They hardly even know how to fight.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old... Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Novak? Nice enough place, I suppose, but between you and me, when I rolled into town, my skin started to eat. Like... Well, this ain't New Vegas, but No, don't believe I... Be seeing you.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. Yeah, I guess maybe I am. Huh. Why are you here? I think... Wait. You just got into town. Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet. I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start. I want you to find something out for me. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her. Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. And I'll take care of the rest. I know, all right. I said it was a start. Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Yeah.
What's going on, man? I'm Manny. I'm on security. You see a rifle barrel sticking... You name it. Anything that comes within... Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to... The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. Boone's a sniper, same as me. After we got out, I talked him into... I'd introduce you. Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. One day, she turns up missing, and... Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some... Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future. And here was this woman who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye. Believe me, When I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. But he hasn't. I'm starting to think that if he doesn't find her, then... Man, everybody. That girl didn't have one friend in this whole town. She wanted to sit in her room all day, and she upset a lot of people. Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. Oh, it was great. Something about that well, Plus, I was up at Camp Gold. But when everybody came back, I still don't know exactly. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much... But it did take something out of it for... Sure, I know him. What do you want with him? Doesn't surprise me. The guy seemed like he'd do whatever... Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. Novak, it's home for me now. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't... We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and... Well, they gotta go, or this'll be a ghost. Doesn't matter to me what you do. It'd mean a lot to me. Just head over to the REPCONN test site west of here. See if you can get the... What now?
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty. Well, to be honest with you, I remember she had an edge about her. Oh, I tend to my ranch. That's about it. You must mean what's... You seem to be worked up about something.
What can I do for you? Later.
Is everything all right? Awful late to be dropping in. How should I put... She never did take... I got the feeling... Nothing that wouldn't be wrong. I know you could tell. Well, I think that's a fine... Your room will be the one upstairs, close... Watch out.
What brings you here?
Well, it's the strangest thing. Last time it... But, well, I can't imagine what went on. Boom. That's that sniper fella. Works in the... They seemed real happy together. Oh, we keep to ourselves. Ain't that we don't appreciate what she's done. Not that they're... I thought he was... Part of me... I'm not sure who started it. I don't... It's kind of late, but...
Who sent you? We'll just see about that. You sure now? Okay. Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again. Could be that person went in to get something. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat. Mole rat men come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches, and they're covered out. There's been things... Because they know I ain't just bark. Them quack doctors can say what... If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Hey there. Hey there.
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Dino. Can't say we spoke much. Boone did most of the buying for her. Had a look on her face. I guess I can leave.
that's it then. How did you know? You didn't have any proof? God damn it, this wasn't supposed to be a guess. She might not have done a goddamn thing. Get out. I don't ever want to see you here again. You stay the hell away from me.